Hey everyone, Becky here. Yep. Okay, we are doing vocab, but yeah, I booked a ticket for this movie. I'm trying to get more audio input. So I booked a ticket for this movie. It's called Zhonghui. Yeah, so where I am, sometimes they have cheap tickets at the start of the season. When they just release a movie. So they have cheap tickets then. So Zhonghui, it's a cartoon about a mythological being, or actually a person. I think this is the person in the cartoon, and he's kind of, yeah, Zhonghui is kind of, I don't know how to explain it, a protector of the earthly realm in Chinese mythology. Yeah, usually Zhonghui is depicted as quite ugly. Oh, that's not helping, is it? Zhonghui. And my understanding is like he's like super intelligent and got really good scores on the imperial exam. However, he's ugly and therefore was excluded. Um, and as a result, he kind of, you know, did himself in. And yeah, so now, sort of, according to the myth, yeah, he became a protector of the earthly realm. um, all right. I'm not sure how much of that follows through into the movie version. I guess we'll see. But I looked at the previews and it looks kind of cool. Okay, what does this mean? This means I've got about 2 hours before I have to go. And hopefully that is enough time to do the HSK 7 through 9 vocab, the next batch. So we're doing Gui, and by Gui I mean G. We're doing G. I already gave it to DeepSeek. All right, let's continue. Gui Ji. Yeah, so Ji is like a plan, a 计划, Gui. Gui is used in words that refer to things that are cunning. So it's a cunning plan. I have a cunning plan, Baldric. 他自以为聪明的诡计，早就被警察看穿了。So he's like, I have this cunning plan, Baldric. And the police are like, nope, seen through your whole cunning plan. All right, 诡计, crafty scheme. All right, 诡. All right, let's have a look what the dictionary says. 诡, we'll look at 诡 first, the character. 诡, 欺骗, 奸猾, no, 奸猾, is it 奸猾? So this is 诡计, this is the, not just crafty, but it's scammy even. You're trying to deceive and con and scam people. 诡计, 多端, what is 诡计多端? That's their example. 诡计, 诡计, no, 诡计多端, 诡计多端. So presumably it's just the door is many, duan can refer to the extremity, but it's usually of physical objects. Oh, it is used in the word jiduan. So extreme. So it just refers to a large number of guijis, I guess. Right? Deceitful in many ways. All right. Guiji. What else do we need to know? 诡辩. What is 诡辩? I do not know this one. 诡辩. Sophistry. It's colored in my dictionary, so I've studied it at some point. So this refers to using, okay, so 辩 is kind of in argumentation. Yeah, 辩论, debate, argument. So this is like you're writing an essay or you're giving a speech in parliament or something like this. And you want people to believe it, but you don't have facts on your side. So what do? 诡辩. You 诡辩. All right, so you're using deceitful, cunning tricks, argumentation tricks, rather than like just go, this is the facts. Yeah. you make people think a certain way. You're deliberately trying to deceive them. You're using tricks of argumentation. All right. Okay, number 2 is for 鬼, the character. Number 2, 鬼, 书面语, 怪异, strange, weird, bizarre. Yeah, it says literary, weird, bizarre there. 出于寻常. Okay, 诡秘. 诡秘. What am I? What's going on? 诡秘. No, not that one. 诡秘. 诡秘. This one. Secretive. All right. They're like the stone cutters or something like this. 诡秘的俱乐部, I guess. 诡秘的一笑. Okay, a cunning, secretive smile. What do they? 诡秘, secretive, furtive, surreptitious. All right, 十分诡秘. What is 诡秘? 工作, 他的工作. 诡秘, 诡秘的工作. Right, that makes sense. 诡秘. 奇诡. 奇诡. Okay, 奇诡, it's a word apparently. Strange, queer, intriguing. 奇诡的书. All right, actually, I don't mind this word. I should use it. 奇诡的书. Kind of a strange, mysterious, kind of. Yeah, all right. There's another one, but I don't know how to pronounce it. 诡, this one. 诡谲. 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 I don't know this character. Is it in the corpus? So this is when it loads, this is the corpus. Been working on for quite a while. So I include in it kind of all the characters I should learn like for life, if that makes sense. Like if I study the characters in this corpus, I'm done. I don't need characters outside. There's a near infinitude of Chinese characters. This is enough. So there's the character 诡谲多变. 诡谲多变. What does that mean? 诡谲多变. So sly, treacherous, and ever-changing. Oh, the weather is treacherous. All right. So this one's a bit advanced for me. I think I'll put that aside for now. 诡计. Okay, so the main ones we want are 诡辩, 诡计, 诡秘, 诡异, 诡诈. Okay, 诡秘 we saw 诡异. Okay, strange. Yeah, yet another strange. I'll add it to the list. 诡诈. So presumably 诡诈 is 诈 is like 诈骗的诈, right? So scams and things. 诡诈. Yeah, 诈骗的 诈骗 fourth term. 诈骗的诈. All right. Anyway, 诡计, cunning plan. I have a cunning plan, Baldric. Right. 归结. I do not know what this means. 归 refers to something returning to an original position or state or something like this. 归 结 refers to including something. I don't know. 结 forming something. 问题的根源最终归结为管理生的疏忽. It's like ascribed to. No. Sum up. So 最终归结为 So in the end this example is not helping, is it? Yeah, so there is a meaning ascribed to with 归因于. I use this one a lot. 归因于. So ascribe reason to. 归因于. Yeah, okay. 婴儿的死亡归因于婴儿猝死综合症. This is SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. Not the best example. not the most polite, everyday, casual example to come out with, but all right. 不良行为归因于其矮小的身材. So the inappropriate behavior is ascribed to his diminutive stature. He's short, therefore misbehaves, according to this sentence. Okay, 归因于, and there's a second one, 归咎于. Now, 归咎于, I think it's the same thing. It's just that 咎 carries fault or blame. 归咎于, so we're ascribing blame to someone. Yeah, 警方把事故原因归咎于危险驾驶. So the police, so 把这个事故原因 took the cause of the accident and ascribed it to dangerous driving, right? 归咎于. So it's kind of the same as 归因于, but blaming. You only use this for negative things. Yeah, that's my understanding. 咎 only has negative meanings. All right. Now, 归结 is in the same family of words, but let's figure it out. Yeah, it's a little tricky. 归结, the dictionary defines it thusly. It is a verb. Oh, two definitions. First one's a verb. Actually, I'll put it on the screen. Yeah. Two definitions. The first one's a verb. 总化, 归纳. So it is kind of what it says there in English. 文章要点. Oh, 文章要点. So the main points of the article 可以归结为3点 can be summed up as 3 points. All right. So 归结为 summed up as 归结为. All right, okay. 就像研究归结为一条难忘的信息. Okay, that's what it says. So this is an article of research, an item of research, has been summarized as a memorable message, which happens when you kind of, like, science among scientists is very slow and methodical and incremental, but science among the public, when it gets out into the public, you gotta kind of make it catchy and so on, and it kind of ruins the science, but it's more interesting. And if you want funding for your project, you've got to use buzzwords and things like that. Yeah. 孩子们似乎已经把它归结为一门艺术. So have it down to an art. 归结为. I don't know what this means. 归结为. What does the 归 belong to, probably? Okay, 虽然部分原因可以归结为较高的收入. So this is ascribed to, right? So something like 归因于, 归因为. So part of the reason is ascribable to relatively high income. Yeah, attributed to. Yeah, 将个人的产出归因为简单的衡量指标. So 产出 the output, personal output. So I presume I'm thinking of a person in a factory, and their personal output is ascribable to simple 衡量表指标. So this is simple metrics. Yeah. So 衡量 is, yeah, it's kind of both. 衡量 is a measure, or how do you explain it? Maybe weigh. I don't know. 指标 is like quota you might have in a factory. Your boss says you need to do this within 3 hours, etc., etc. Yeah. So boiling down. boiling down an individual, or maybe it's like summarizing as. Yeah, summarizing it as a few data points. Yeah, maybe it's problematic. Yeah, that happens when you're in academia. I just noticed. When you're in academia, you got to write these papers, and if you want to, you can put all your like blood, sweat, and tears into all the writing good papers, but yeah, you don't necessarily get rewarded for them. Usually, you get punished for them because you're not publishing enough papers. If you put everything into writing good papers, yeah. Unfortunately, the real world is like that. Very imperfect. 这种压力可以 Okay, so this stress 归结为霸主未能适应快速扩张的经济。霸主 the overlords. That's what it says. It's attributed to. It really looks like 归因于. Why is this not 归因于? I don't know. Yeah. Oops. How close is this to 归因于? Because I use 归因于 all the time. It's very useful. Very close. Not completely interchangeable. 归结为. So reduce a complex system to something. Essential, summary, ultimate result. All right. And 归因于. All right. 问题的根源归结于管理不善. Yeah. It's not just sum up, is it? It's like X causes Y. 他的一生可以归结为一句话：奋斗。归结为 Okay, so his life can be summed up in one word. It says, yeah, 一句话, one sentence, and that sentence is one word. Yeah, 一个词，一个词，奋斗。一句话 is a sentence, it's not a word. 一句话. All right. I don't know, maybe literally it means one sentence though. But perhaps I'm overthinking and overanalyzing this. 事故归因于驾驶员的疲劳. So the accident can be ascribed to the driver's fatigue. 他的成功归因于努力的运气. 努力和运气 The hard work and good luck. All right, very, very similar. Okay, yeah, so thanks. I'm having trouble with this. It seems different in the dictionary versus in reality. Yes, that's not wrong, but incomplete. All right, I need examples. That's not my example. Is summed up at, yeah, boils down to. Maybe it's just a translation issue. What do you think? Can you give me 10 diverse example sentences for this, please? Let's see what we got. I don't really want the English. No English, nor... Okay. 这场辩论的半天 No, 这场辩论了半天 这场 So if we've got a 了 here, that implies 辩论 is functioning as a verb. However, if we've got a 这场 here, that implies 辩论 is functioning as a noun. Sounds like a 矛盾那不是自我矛盾吗? Maybe. Okay, obviously the intended meaning is that debate lasted half a day, not necessarily literally interpreted. Okay, yeah, 这场辩论持续了半天，分歧其实归结为一个字，利 the personal interest. I guess. Yeah, I think that's ungrammatical. Is this? 这场辩论持续了半天。您观察的非常敏锐，这个判断是对的。日常口语中完全可以说。Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm not putting that on the exam. I'll lose marks. Yeah. All right. 无论过程多么曲折，无论有多么 is that grammatical? It should be 有多多么 if it's 无论 A 还是 B, right? But here, yeah. All right, let's not spend our lives correcting the AIs. I'm not convinced this is correct though. 事情的最终结果只能归结为成功和失败。Okay, so 最终结果只能 Alright, so there is ultimately only two things, success and failure. Very binary way of looking at life. 他把这次学术突破归结为团队长期坚持基础研究的结果。So ascribing the academic breakthrough as, well, like ascribing it to as a, or maybe considering it or summing it up as the result of this. 所有复杂的自然现象最终都可以归结为一条简单的物理定律。Alright, so complex biological phenomenon, or natural phenomenon actually, not necessarily biological, can be ascribed to a small number of physical laws of physics. Yeah, physical laws or laws of physics. All right, so you're kind of summing them up. It's like you have a huge amount of data, you can sum it up in a certain way. So it's kind of like there is an attributable thing there, but it's more broad than just attributable. Or, yeah. 这两个方案可以 no 看似不同，但归结到根本思路完全一致。So they look dissimilar, but in summary, yeah, the 思路 the train of thought is the same. So 归结到根本 So if we're summing up the root, so this is like maybe at a macroscopic scale, and maybe there's some details in between that differ. 历史上许多战争的起因往往可以归结为资源争夺sorry. Yeah, so historically the many causes of war can be summed up as competition for resources. Fair enough. 他把自己乐观的性格 so she ascribes her optimistic personality so 归结为童年时在乡村自由成长的环境 so she ascribes that to her growing up in an environment where she was in like a small town and she was free to do what she wanted. 这本厚厚的小说内容归结起来 不过是普通人的日常悲欢. Alright, so it's like a novel, it's like War and Peace thick thunk. Oh, I read it. It's like, it's just generic everyday person's kind of ins and outs of life. 日常悲欢. Yeah. So we're kind of reducing it to. We're not just describing it, we're reducing it even. Yeah. 学习任何语言技巧可以很多，但归结到底，还是需要反复练习。Yeah, so I see this a lot on YouTube, right? So many people have so many opinions on what to do and what other people should do in language learning. Yeah, they can't all be right. They contradict each other left, right, and center, eh? At the end of the day, you need to actually do something rather than spend your entire life optimizing. All right. 这次合作之所以能成功，归结起来 Okay, 之所以 usually comes with 是因为之所以是因为 but 之所以能成功，归结起来就是双方都做到了坦诚相待。So this is like candid mutual interaction or something. Yeah. All right. So the reason I'm finding it tricky is because it is tricky, I think. All right. 归纳. So this is summary or summarize. Sum up. Yeah. 老师教我们如何从具体事例中归纳出一般规律. Yeah. Okay. So we've got multiple complex examples, and we're inferring a general trend or pattern or rule or regulation or whatever. Rule, or law, maybe law of behavior or something. There are lots of data points. So we're concluding. Okay, maybe this is more like inferring here. Yeah. Anyway, 闺女. 闺女. Is that the same as 闺蜜 and 闺蜜? I don't know. I know the word 闺蜜. Just that there's two, first of all, there's two ways of writing it, but 闺蜜. Yeah, close female friend. I believe it only refers to women and women. Female friends. And 闺蜜, and the other, you can use the other 闺蜜. The other me as well. My understanding is you can use this one too. But the honey, this is honey, right? So, all right, it looks like it's better to use the honey one here. Close female friend. Okay, so 闺女, what do you think? I presume it's just the same thing, right? Maiden. All right, unmarried woman. I wasn't going to get that one. 邻居家的闺女今年考上了重点大学。重点 no, 重点 it is 重点. A key university. All right. Anyway, the important one is 闺女. So what does 闺 even mean? What's this? Small arched door, boudoir, ladies' chamber, figurative women. Okay, so like ladies' chamber is figurative for women, I guess. All right. 闺 出面于so 宫中小门. Okay, so that's the door, but it's a door in a palace. Okay, 上圆下方的小门. Okay, so there is 归卧. Any image is gonna work. 归卧. Wash. Oh, come on. All right. That really didn't help very much, did it? All right. Yeah. Okay, 居然言归墨归卧. All right, let's move on. 闺房. What is 闺? Oh, 闺房 is the boudoir. 闺房. 房子的房. 闺房. So this is just a woman's room, right? All right. Ladies' chamber, boudoir, harem. Harem? How do you pronounce that word? Okay, so 闺房 is a thing. I think we can count that as studied. 闺女 we saw, and I'll put 闺蜜 here, and we'll get female friends. There'll be close female friends. Yeah, 闺蜜. All right, 闺蜜. 闺秀, there's 闺秀. Oh, one more. 深闺. 深闺. What is 深闺? I don't know what 深闺 is. 深闺. Boudoir. Oh, okay. It's just another name for boudoir. All right. So presumably this is just the name of this guy's album or whatever, whatever this is. What is 闺秀? 闺秀. I don't know what 闺秀is. Is it graceful? Well-bred young lady. Well-bred. Oh. Could you imagine like existing in life in the real world and someone saying, "Oh, you're well-bred, aren't you?" I was like, "Oh yes, I'd like to believe I'm well-bred." Oh, like that's not a compliment. Somehow it's like it is a compliment literally, but somehow it's really insulting. Well-bred. Well-bred. All right. 闺秀. 闺秀旧时称有钱有势人家的女儿. Okay, so it's a daughter of 人家 will be whoever you're talking to, I guess. Presumably you're talking to someone more important. Yeah, that's what history is like. All right, so 闺女 maiden, unmarried woman. Fair enough. 闺女. I think we're all now experts on 闺. Yeah, the only other one inside this character is 乌拉圭. 乌拉圭的圭. What does this character mean? All I know is that it's in the word Uruguay. 乌拉圭. 乌拉圭. All right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, sometimes when you're solving like riddles and things like this, character riddles and puzzles and things like that, you need to think up a word that has this character. And all I can think of is Uruguay, Uruguay. All right. All right. 闺女. All right. 归属. Yeah, 归属. The 归属. This is. Yeah, it has a few meanings, but it's like to belong to kind of thing. 归属. Yeah. Beyond that, what can I say? To belong to. Yeah, so okay, 这部 what? 无著名无署名无署名的小说 this unsigned novel 其著 OK 其著作what 其著作权归属存在争议 Okay, so this is functioning as a noun, but it's very verb-like if we translate it to English. So, 作权 this is probably 就是作家的版权 I presume. 著作权 okay, this is a word. I usually say 版权. 版权 is copyright. 著作权 so presumably this is copyright in the sense of a work of writing. All right. So 署名 署名 What's this 署 is 签署的署，签署的署。Okay, 这部无署名的小说 this unsigned novel 其 is a pronoun, it's referring to the 小说 but yeah, okay 其 because we're changing the subject from 小说 to the copyright 其著作权归属存在争议 so this is functioning as a noun to it's like to belong to, but pretend that is a noun. All right. There exists some controversy about that. So yeah. So in English, you would change the word order of the sentence. It's unclear who, or it's controversial who holds the copyright of this novel, right? Okay, 归属. Yeah, so I often see this word here, 归属感, a sense of belonging. So yeah, if you often move house or something like this, you might lack a sense of belonging, that sort of thing. 文化给我们一种社会归属感. Yeah, so culture gives us a societal sense of belonging. Yeah, this is a very common word. 归属于 kind of belongs to. Okay, 我们并不将胜任一筹. What's this? 胜任一筹. This is like a good aspect or something. Superior wisdom. All right. 胜任一筹的智慧 wisdom. 归属于政府或国家. All right. So we do not ascribe it. It's another ascribing to. All right. All right. Is there anything else we need to know? All right. The dictionary defines 归属 as 归谁所有划定从属关系 So you're ascribing A belongs to B, a relationship that something belongs to something else kind of thing. 归属未定 Unclear ownership 归属未定未定归属 all right. Yeah, that'll do. Let's move on. 归宿 All right, I don't know so much about this, but presumably this 归 is used in the word 无家可归. This one, 无家可归 is probably this 归 here. The same meaning as this 归, 无家可归. So you have no home you can return to, right? So this is the Chinese word for homelessness or homeless, 无家可归. So 无家可归的人没有自己的家. Okay, so 归宿 is 宿舍 the 宿舍的宿 it would refer to one's residence 归宿 a place to return to. All right. 对于流浪动物来说 Okay, so 流浪 is stray or roaming, literally roaming, but here it refers to stray. 流浪狗流浪猫流浪狗流浪 there'll be stray here somewhere, right? Okay. Stray animals. 找到一个温暖的家是最好的归宿. Okay, so 归属 final destination. All right. Ending. So finding a warm house is their kind of end game. 归宿. All right, the dictionary says 人或事物的最终着落. 着落. So it's your final place of 着落ing, settling down. Yeah, this one. Place to settle, settlement, this one. All right. 着落. They don't have any examples, but 归属，归属成本，归属感，归宿感。You have 归宿感. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just a typo. If you make a typo often enough, the databases will think it's real. 我的归宿在中国. So my final home is China. 我的归宿. Okay, so I went to all these countries abroad and finally came back to China. All right. Yeah. I've been to countries that never close down. From New York to Rome and old London town. But no matter how far or how wide I roam, I still call 我的归属中国. Yeah, all right. You get the idea. 归宿. Okay. 柜台. 柜 is cabinet, 台 is like a desk or something like this. This is just going to be like a front desk or something like this. I don't really know. 柜台, reception desk. All right. 柜台. Sales counter, front desk, bar. Bar, you've got, yeah, for a bar. Okay, so when you go to a bar, there's like bar, the concept of the place where you drink, and there is the bar where you go to the bar to order a drink. There's two different bars. Okay, so it's your bar to bar. This is where you go to drink. And when you want to order a drink, you're inside the bar and you need to go to the bar to order a drink. And if you want to go to the bar, that's 酒台. No, 酒台. This one. Yeah. Oh? No? Am I wrong? Is it not 酒台? No. Am I wrong? I'm going to ask AI. This is what I learned. I learned this many years ago. So let's go ask AI. Wait, if I go to 酒吧 and, oh, maybe it's 酒吧台. Actually, let's check that first. 酒吧台. Oh, okay. Oh, no, sorry. It's 吧台. This one. Counter of a bar at a pub. All right, sorry, I got it wrong. Don't need to ask the AI. All right, bar tai. So you go to a bar. Yeah, there's two meanings of bar in English, right? Aside from the thing that you bang your head into. Yeah, a horse walks into a bar. Barman says, "Why the long face?" So, yeah, you go to a 酒吧 and you want to 喝酒, you need to go to the bar台 and then 说我要喝什么酒? 我要喝伏尔特 is this one 伏尔特酒? No, it's not this one. 伏尔特 伏尔特酒? I forget, what is it called? Maybe I've just remember it wrong. Oh, sorry, it's 伏特加. 伏特加, this one. Some of them I forget. 伏特加, vodka. Okay, that's why I was completely off. 伏特加. Yeah, why is it this loan word? All right. It's very hard to remember loan words. 伏特加. 魏诗维 魏世家, is it 魏世家? This one, 魏世纪, sorry, 魏世纪. Yeah, I never realized I'm so bad at these. 魏世纪, whiskey. So 啤酒, 红酒, 红葡萄酒, blah blah blah. They're the easy ones. What are the more complex? Oh, 鸡尾酒, 鸡尾酒. Cocktail. Yeah, some of them are a bit hard. Chicken tail alcohol is cocktail. 鸡尾酒. What's martini? I don't know martini in Chinese. Martini. 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 All right. It's not even in the dictionary. Martini. And it's like 苹果酒. Like this is like apple cider. 苹果酒. Etc. etc. All right. How did we get onto this? Sorry, I said I need to hurry up through these. Okay, so 柜台 is a front desk. So a front desk, so this is arbitrary. So if you go to a hotel, there's 前台. If you go to a hotel, there's a front desk here, 前台. Or maybe a hotel or a company, 前台. And at a bar, you go to the bar 台 and you order your 伏特加. No, I've already forgotten. Is it? No, it is 伏特加. So you go to the bar 台 and order 伏特加. 伏特加. And order a vodka. Martini, is it? Martini, 伏特加 martini. So what's shaken, not stirred? 就是摇动的，不要搅动的。摇动的，不要搅拌的。或搅动的，搅拌的。不要搅拌的，要摇动的。or 震动的 vibrated. No, 摇动 is probably better. Shaken, not stirred. 鲑鱼. So is this just returned to? I'm not sure. 团队的成功归于每个人的成功. Okay, so this is ascribable to. To belong to, affiliated to result in, inclined towards. All right, 归于. In the dictionary, it's defined as 属于多用于抽象事物. All right, so for abstract things. Okay, 光荣归于祖国. Okay, so glory belongs to the motherland. Okay, 趋向, a trend or tendency. Okay, 意见归于一致. So the opinions are tending towards consistency or unanimity. 一致, unanimousness. What's the word for unanimousness? Unanimity. How do you say it? The noun version of this. Unanimous. This one. Unanimity. How do you say that? A state of being unanimous. How do you say this word? This is my mother tongue. I have no idea how to pronounce this word. Unanimity. Is that right? Unanimity. All right. So opinions 归于 are trending towards unanimity. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Unanimity. That's what it says. Unanimity. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong in in English, not in Chinese. 一致. I can pronounce it fine in Chinese. Wacky. All right. 规章. 规章. This is like a like maybe it's like bylaws or something like this. Something in this ballpark. Rules, regulations. All right. 违法公司规章的员工将受到相应处罚. Okay, so they're getting punished for violating the company rules. 规章. So what things have 规章? So this is like company rules. Let's just ask the AI. What entities can have 规章? Yeah, absolutely. So governments can have 规章, but this is not to citizens, this is for internal matters, right? To manage society, maybe it is also for citizens. or at least it affects the citizens, how they interact with the government. Company, factory, bank, school, university, 培训机构 training institutions, association, clubs, labor unions, 行业协会 trade associations, or political parties, the military, hospitals, libraries, research institutes. So it's, in every case, there's like, it's like some sort of organization of multiple humans, right? They have rules. All right. Yeah. It feels like organizations are what have 规章. All right. Where were we? 规章. Yeah. 贵族. 贵族 is something like nobility, if I remember correctly. 贵族. 这座城堡曾经是一位贵族的宅邸, I guess 宅邸. Wow, all right. It is 宅邸. Residence of a high-ranking official. All right. 贵族, so a noble person's 宅邸. All right, fair enough. Yeah, nobility, 贵族. All right. 顾及. This is something like to be concerned about or to care about or something in that ballpark. 他忙着赶路，完全没顾及路边的风景. All right, so he has to get across the road. No, 赶路. Sorry, no, 赶路 is he's in a hurry. He's in a hurry and he's like not worrying about hazards. No, not hazards. Scenery. He doesn't have time to smell the roses. Or he doesn't have time to appreciate the scenery. 顾及. So pay attention to or something in this case. Yeah, so the dictionary defines, sorry, this one. 顾及 thusly. 照顾到. So to care about in the sense of like to care about children. And 注意到 to like to pay attention to or to observe or to notice something. Okay. 无暇顾及, is that a word? 无暇顾及. What is it? 无暇. Oh. So 暇. Oh, this is 闲暇的暇, is it? 闲暇, this one. 闲暇的暇. That's a fairly rare character. 闲暇的暇. 无暇, no time. So 暇. Oh, yeah. So this is no time to stop and smell the roses kind of thing. All right. 无暇顾及. 无暇顾及什么? 无暇顾及他人. Don't have time to care about other people. All right. Yeah. So it's kind of pay attention to, but also like care about them as well to a certain degree as 他丝毫不顾及别人的感受. So yeah. So 顾. Yeah, it's not just notice, it's care about as well. Yeah, so you don't notice because you don't care about it. Yeah. All right, let's continue. 古籍. Yeah, so 籍, we looked at 国籍. 国籍. This one, 国籍. Nationality. 国籍. So, yeah, so this is kind of different, like so in China, you might get called 外国人, but you also might get, in more official context, you might get 外籍人士, like on forms, so foreign nationality people. Because the concept of 外国人is kind of blurry. So if you called it like someone who thinks of themselves as Chinese, but they have, say, a Uruguayan passport, Uruguay, they're from Uruguay, they're at a bar in Uruguay. Sorry. So, yeah, they'd probably still not think of themselves as kind of 外国人, but 外籍人士 emphasizes that we're talking about nationality, not ethnicity. Yeah, so sometimes things like, so if a Chinese person has a nationality from another country and they want to come to China to do a PhD, they discover, I have to take the HSK. Yeah, it's what happens. So this is what happens to me. It's like I'm taking the HSK and next to me is like a Chinese person. I was like, oh, come on, that's not fair. Oh, all right. Okay, 外籍人士. Okay, so 籍 refers to nationality, 古籍. So this is like ancient nationality, 古籍. Actually, what is it? Oh, no, I'm completely wrong. I went off on a tangent. The G in this one refers to books. What is it? Is it 部集 or 几部? Maybe it's 几部. I'll have to look it up. 部集. I don't. It's something like this. This one. 部集. Yeah, this one. This is a relatively rare character. So here, so 集. So this is not this one, it is this one. It's a different meaning. Okay, sorry, I said the wrong thing. But I said the wrong thing because I believed it, and now I have to correct my own knowledge. 古籍. So this 集, it's the same character, but it's here it just means books. Okay. 古籍, yeah. 图书馆, 珍藏着一套宋代刻印的古籍. Right. So, like storing, but carefully storing, I guess. Storing precious valuable items, a collection of Song Dynasty inscribed books. I'm not sure. Stamped? I'm not sure precisely what it refers to. But these are ancient texts. You can also just say 古书. You can just say 古书. So 古籍 is maybe a bit more fancy that you would see at the library or something like this in their advertisements. And yeah, I say advertisements, not advertisements. Yeah, advertisements. The thing is, I grew up in Australia, but obviously in Australia we watch American TV, so I've got American influence, but I also watch British TV, so I've got British influence. And then I lived overseas for long periods of time. So I've got this whole hodgepodge of accents. It's completely inconsistent. So yeah, you know. 骨架, 骨架, 骨, bones. Yeah, refers to racks, like 书架 is a bookshelf. Yeah, so bone shelf is skeleton. 骨架, okay, so skeleton can be used figuratively to mean the framework, the sort of the outline, maybe of a piece of writing. 这句恐龙, 恐龙 is a dinosaur. 恐龙化石的骨架保存的相当完整. Yeah, so the skeleton of the dinosaur, this dinosaur skeleton fossil was sort of preserved relatively intact. 骨架. Now there are other words for skeleton. Is it 盔骨? Something like that. I don't remember. I have to look it up. Actually, let's just ask you. Put it in here. Skeleton. Oh, 骨楼. And by 骨楼, I mean 骨骼. 骨骼. Yeah, what 骨楼? 骨楼 is a thing. What is 骨楼? Oh, it's a drum tower. Too many words. 骨架 we saw. There's more. There's more than this. This this one. 骷髅. Yeah, there might actually be a 骷髅 as well. Okay, there is no, yeah. Actually, let's click on this, see what Wikipedia gives us. Come on, Wikipedia. Okay, so we have Wikipedia. What's going on? Okay. 骷髅, skeleton. 骷髅, skull. That's maybe this dictionary, the English is incomplete. If it's inconsistent with Wikipedia. 骸骨. So 骸骨, this is remains though, isn't it? No, maybe it's not. Yeah. So there's like 4 or 5 different words for skeleton in Chinese. You do need to be quite aware of that when you're reading. So what's this one? 骨骼. Do we remember them all? 骨骼, 骨楼. No 骨楼. There's 骨骼, 骷髅, 骨骼, 骷髅, 骨架. 3. What was the other ones? Yeah. I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, 骸骨. 骸骨. And there was another one. This one. 骷髅. This one. These are all basically the same. Are there more words for skeleton? Fantastic question. All right, thanks. Very different usage, connotation, levels of formality. So 骷髅. All right. So this one, neutral scientific formal, 骨骼, right? 骷髅, creepy, like in horror movies, I guess. Oh, right. Different context. You got to use different word for skeleton. All right. All right. 骨架. So neutral, but also structural, architectural, probably figurative usage. Yeah. Outline of a story, argument. 骸骨, human remains. So this is the one you'd see, like if you go to historical sites, right? So there are some like ancient bones. I remember there was a recent archaeological find, which was quite exciting in the news recently. I forget precisely when, but there were human remains among other things at the archaeological site. And this is just skull, is it? All right. All right. Anyway, 骨架, one of the many words for skeleton. Okay. 古今中外, 古 ancient, 今 today, modern, 中 China, 外 outside of China, non-China. So this refers to, it's often used in like things that have been known or I don't know, been popular, like in the past and in the present and in China and outside of China. Yeah. All times in all places. Yeah. 古今中外的文学作品，都关注人性的善恶。善恶。So often you combine antonyms like this, so maybe into a kind of level of benevolence or something like this. Okay, so lots of like ancient, modern, and literature all over the world involves these topics. 关注人性的 okay, it pertains to whether or not people are benevolent or evil, etc., etc. All right. 孤立. I guess this is independent. Is it just a variant of 独立? 孤单的独立，孤单独立 something like that. 他因为性格孤僻 ，so 孤僻 what is 孤僻？性格孤僻 it is asocial maybe. Yeah, we did this one, didn't we? 孤僻 it is asocial, not antisocial. Antisocial implies you're causing problems and things like that, whereas asocial implies you just don't want to talk to people. And you're not really causing any problems. You're just not fond of doing things with people. 在班级里常处于孤立的状态，孤立的 isolated. So it's not so much independent, it's isolated. Yeah, is it implying isolated because of choice or isolated because you're ostracized? Right. 孤立 so 形容词同其他事物不相联系 Okay, 孤立的小岛 an isolated island. This is very neutral, isn't it? Very objective, the way it's defined. Number 2 is also a verb, an adjective. 不能得到同情和援助 So this is less neutral. Okay, 孤立无援，陷于孤立 So this is kind of you're on your own. Right. All right. Oh, 孤零零. Do we have to do it? Yeah, I think we do. All right, I'm going to read them. 火辣辣，静悄悄，闹哄哄，淅沥沥，哗啦啦，笑盈盈，毛茸茸，笑眯眯，脏兮兮，甜津津，乱哄哄，顶呱呱，胖嘟嘟，雾蒙蒙，空荡荡，胖乎乎，圆滚滚，急匆匆，笑盈盈，乐呵呵，甜滋滋，香喷喷，沉甸甸，甜蜜蜜，鲜嫩嫩，乱蓬蓬，水灵灵，急冲冲，兴冲冲，白花花，白嫩嫩，白黄黄，金灿灿，金闪闪，绿茵茵，绿油油，绿莹莹，灰扑扑，黑压压，黑乎乎，红扑扑，蓝湛湛，灰沉沉，灰溜溜，干巴巴，皱巴巴，光秃秃，天苍苍，野茫茫，气冲冲，恶狠狠，冷冰冰，阴森森，直勾勾，眼巴巴，齐刷刷，油腻腻，直挺挺，甜丝丝，美滋滋，湿淋淋，傻乎乎，硬邦邦，暗沉沉，慢吞吞，慢腾腾，傻愣愣，密匝匝，软绵绵，怯生生，醉醺醺，瘦巴巴，气昂昂，贼溜溜，懒洋洋，凉飕飕，亮腾腾，暖融融，乱糟糟，水汪汪，轻飘飘，湿漉漉，咕噜噜，咕噜噜，孤零零，乐淘淘，哭啼啼，泪汪汪，羞答答，亮晶晶。No, there is no 孤零零. There was no 孤零零. We'll have to add it. But there was some linglings, wasn't there? There was a few pla linglings. Sorry, I'll have to... No, what am I talking about? It's right there. Here. 孤零零, it's right there. It's in the list. 孤零零, that's the one. I didn't find any other lings. I had to look carefully. 孤零零. All right, it's on the list. By the way, that's the book if you want to go and read it. It's very, very thin. Filled with words and things that have repeated characters. And you have all the different structures and things. All right. So 孤零零. So what does it mean? 孤 is lonely, maybe. 孤零零 is just a cutesy poo lonely. 深秋的田野里，孤零零的立着一棵老槐树。Okay, so yeah, all alone stands a single old 槐树. Is it loquat tree or something like this? This one is very important. Locust tree. I don't know why it's called this. Yeah, we looked at this. We studied this word. All right. 孤陋寡闻. Okay, 孤 refers to. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it refers to here, but 孤 can be isolated. It's all used in 孤儿 as well. 陋 is kind of refers to lowly things, but also it like things that are like broken and damaged and not up to shape kind of thing. Gua, I'm not too sure about this, but I know it's used in the word for widow. Gua, when is used for smell. It's smell and hearing, right? When, I'm not sure. Maybe you're isolated and not getting news or something. It's a new one for me. 他真是孤陋寡闻. Is this like shut off from the world? 竟没听说过这位当代著名诗人. Okay, so ignorant and inexperienced. Wow. 孤陋寡闻. All right. 孤陋is a word. Ignorant, ill-informed. 陋. Gua, few scant widowed. Okay, so gua here would be few, not related to widowed. When? Yeah, all right. 孤陋寡闻. It's not in the dictionary, but there is something in the dictionary. 孤家寡人. 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 This is the loner version. All right. Okay, so 并不像看上去的那样孤家寡人. So he's not as unfriendly. 不像. No, it's not as. Oh, he's not as friendless. Yeah, not as friendless. Friendless. Oh, is that a word? 土耳其似乎成了孤家寡人. Okay, so isolated, but yeah, cut off from others. All right. So we're looking at 孤陋寡闻. Why is there a relationship? Is this a word? 孤寡. Loneliness. Okay. It is a word. 孤寡. Is it in the dictionary? 孤寡. No. That didn't help. All right. So 孤陋寡闻. So when, yeah, it can be like heard of the news, 新闻 kind of thing. Is 德文 a word? 德文? No. It's 德知. Or is it 文德? No, I'm kind of guessing. Is that a word? Smell it. No, that's not a word. All right. Anyway. 原谅我. Oh, okay, so this is self-deprecating. 孤陋寡闻. Forgive my ignorance. So this is like a Philistine kind of ignorance. All right. Yeah, this is going to be quite a challenging one for me, but all right, let's continue. 顾虑. This is like misgivings, apprehension, something like that. 既然决定辞职创业就不要再有太多顾虑. Yeah, wow, I got. You can tell where I learned words from, right? misgivings, apprehension. Yeah, I don't think there's much to add to this from the dictionary, but 顾虑重重 seems to be a common collocation. 顾虑重重，你能体谅缺乏经验的年轻人遇事顾虑重重。都顾虑重重 full of worry 顾虑重重 yeah it means you're full of worries for the rest of your days. All right, 股民 okay, so 股 presumably in the context of people refers to stocks. Min is a people. Not 100% sure. Is it like stock brokers? 股市波动剧烈，许多股民都损失惨重。Stock investor, share trader, etc. All right, 惨重股民. All right, so we've got stock by itself, 股票 right? And then what else we got? 股价 stock prices. There's more. 股东. Yeah, this is the one. 股东. So 股东 and 股民. 股东 seems specific though. 股民 seems unspecific. This is yeah. All right. And 股东大会. All right, that's a word. Yeah, there was another two. 股份. This is another one. 股份 is the stock. 股票 is the physical item, right? That the stocks are written on. I'm not entirely sure. And 股市 stock market. Maybe it's just 股份市场 or something like this. Or maybe 股票. I don't know. 股市场. Is that a word? 股市场. 股市 or 股市场. Yeah. 股市. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's continue. 顾名思义. 顾名思义. I don't know this one. 顾. 顾 is to care about. 名 represents name, or is name, but it can represent fame. 思 is also to think about. 义 is justice or something like this. I don't know. I get the feeling. I'm not sure. 顾名思义，蓝牙技术是最初是为了连接不同设备而设计的。So this sounds like as the name suggests, or it does what it says on the tin. Something like this, as the name implies. So if you pay attention to the name, you can think of its meaning. 顾名思义. Yeah, Bluetooth. That's got to be the worst example ever. Bluetooth has nothing to do with things that are blue or teeth. That's got to be the worst example ever, right? Yeah, that's the world's, like, I feel like I should get in contact with Guinness World Records. It's like, sorry, I have to report. I feel like I've got the world record for worst example ever. Like, what? Bluetooth has nothing to do with blue and teeth. All right. 顾名思义，从事物的名称，联想到它的含义。Yeah, from something's name, you can infer what its meaning. Yeah, you need to pick something other than Bluetooth, though. We need a proper example. Like, If an actual tooth that was blue was called blue tooth, then it'd be a reasonable time. All right, as the name implies, 描述性写作, descriptive writing is about describing things, presumably, is writing that describes things. 就是简单的对音乐艺术和文学作品进行描述或描绘。Yeah. So descriptive writing involves describing. Yeah, as the name suggests. Okay, 顾名思义. All right. 运动 is to roll like a ball. Not much more to say. 滚 by itself means to roll like a ball as well. 山顶的巨石 is a boulder on a mountaintop. 开始向下滚动，发出了巨响。Yeah, so a boulder's on top of the mountain and it rolled down the mountain. Thunk, 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 thunk. Made a tremendous noise. All right. 果. Maybe you already know the word 包裹. 包裹 is a package. Yeah, so what do you do to a package? You wrap it up, right? So 裹 is the verb for wrapping up things. Yeah, wrap around. So what things can be wrapped up? I think it's used for, this is foot binding, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't think about that. What is the Chinese word for foot binding? Okay, so 果, one of the names is 果足. 果足 is it? 果足. All right. 裹脚. This one, 裹脚. All right, it kind of makes sense, right? 裹脚. Like literally to bind, well, to wrap. Yeah, it's not so much binding, it's wrapping, right? Wrap foot. foot. I don't know. Yeah. So that's, I don't know. I don't think anyone does this anymore, to my knowledge. Okay, so 果. We want the 果. Sorry, I copied. 果. 果胸. Oh, this is chest binder, is it? To wrap your chest. Is this so your, your breasts don't jiggle when you run or something? All right. 裹住, wrap something up. Oh, that's another one. Okay, so 伤口. So you wrap up a 伤口 or 伤口. So you're wrapping a wound. So let's wrap a wound. All right. Why didn't we wrap these wounds? Well, that's a wound that's wrapped. All right, this is not like all that pleasant to look at. Oh, here we go. Okay. What is this? 纱布绷带圈 卷. 绷带 is the Chinese word for band-aid. Oh no, bandage. Or maybe it's both. Bandage, 绷带, bandage. Oh, okay, so you 裹绷带. 裹绷带. So this is to wrap a bandage. Okay. 裹绷带. 裹绷带. All right. So you wrap a bandage using 裹绷带. All right. There appears to be 裹鞋, but I don't know if we need to know this. I don't recall ever encountering this version of coerce. 裹鞋. So 鞋 by itself refers to that, right? Coerce. Oh, it's also got that meaning, doesn't it? Okay, 裹鞋. I just make a quick mental note it exists. No, I'm skipping that. 裹. 寒风刺骨. 他用大衣紧紧裹住身体. So they, like, imagine someone in Antarctica. It's like, oh, a little bit cold here. Just a tad cold living in Antarctica. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna like wrap my coat around really, really tight. To tune on, 保暖. Yeah. 国住. All right. Okay. 过意不去. I don't know what this means, but 过. 过 can mean to pass. It can mean excessive something. 意 usually pertains to meaning or intention. 不去. 过意不去. No, I can't guess. 让你等了这么久，我心里真过意不去. So it means something like 内疚, feel guilty. 过意不去. Feel very apologetic. 过意不去. No, it's not in the dictionary. I'll put it in here. 过意不去. Fourth tone, fourth tone, fourth tone, fourth tone. 过意不去. 过意不去. 过意不去是韩语中表示因对他人造成困扰和未尽责而产生愧疚情感和进行短语的进行短语。Okay, so this one. 愧疚. I said 内疚, but 愧疚. They're very similar, right? 内疚. Compunctions. Guilty conscience. 愧疚. Feel guilty. Oh, one's a verb, one's a noun, is it? No? I don't know the difference. All right, kind of like that. 过意不去. All right. I use 内疚. All right. 过半. 过半. To exceed a half. I can't guess this one. 过半. 会议进行了过半。主要议题仍未解决. It is. It's past the halfway point. 过半. It is exceeding a half. Past the halfway point. 过半. All right. 过不去. 过不去. This is a very, very common word. 过不去. It refers to like a passage like you can't go through, right? And 死路. 过不去. This one. Oh, there's other meanings. 这条河太深了，没有船根本过不去. That's a double negative, right? What? 太深了，没有Yeah, let's find another example. Like, if the river is too deep, no boats 过不去 are unable to make it through. No boats are unable to make it through. Does that imply all the boats are able to make it through because it's deep? But the way it's phrased, it's negative. It's a weird sentence. 过不去. So usually it's like 过不去, you can't cross here, etc., etc. Yeah. 道路阻塞了，车子过不去. Yeah, this one. Like 过不去. It's a very, very common phrase. 过不去. 不要跟你的衣食父母过不去. So there's more to this story than meets the eye. Not in the dictionary. Let's put it in here. 过不去. That didn't help. 过不去. 过不去是韩语多义词语，因为过不去，本意局物理阻碍无法通过. Yeah, that's the one I know of. There's some sort of physical impediment for you being able to 通过, to have thoroughfare in some way. All right. 引申出心理 Oh, not again. 愧疚. 心理愧疚. All right. 过不去. All right. So, 生存窘迫及人为刁难等含义。So it has an extended meaning. So psychological, like guilt, guilty conscience. So 升级窘迫，升级窘迫。And by 升级 I mean 生存窘迫，生存窘迫。So this is survival is challenging to quite a high extent. 生存窘迫 poverty stricken. All right. 及人为刁难，人为 implies artificial. 刁难, you probably know 为难. It's very similar to nan is fourth tone. Very similar to 为难. To make something difficult deliberately or be hard on someone. 为难. So 为难 is second tone. And 刁难, second tone, fourth tone. Taiwan says 刁难. All right. Bit of an issue in it. All right. All right. 反义词为过得去. What does 过得去 mean? Literally just the antonyms of 过不去. What am I supposed to do with this information? 过得去. 核心一项包括空间阻隔. 空间阻隔. So space and time 阻隔. Obstacle separation. Cut off. 心里过意不去. Oh, I'm sorry. I just, we studied this. Literally, it was the last word, right? Oh, no, it was 2 words ago. We studied it. I'm like, I've never seen this. Where would I ever see this word? Well, guess what? It's literally right here. That was quick. So, 即学即用. 即学即用. No, 即学即用. Oh, except this 即. Is this not 即学即用? Yeah, this one. 即学即用. Study it and then use it immediately. 即学即用. All right. All right. 生计困难, 数量限制以及故意为难. Yeah, 为难, 刁难. Why is it fourth tone? I feel, I need to get up on my high horse about that. All right, anyway, I've got a movie to see at the end of this video, so I'm running out of time. I have to keep pace. 过不去. Oh, I'm not going to make it, am I? I got about half an hour. 过错. Yeah, this is 过错. This is an error you've committed at some point. 过错. Yeah, people don't like it if you bring up 过错, errors, mistakes. 他承认了自己的过错，并承诺改正. Okay, so he admitted his mistake and promised to correct the aforementioned mistake. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a long time in the past. 过错. 过道. I'm not sure. Presumably it's a road which you can go through, as opposed to a non one. What is it? Not a dead end, a non-dead end. 请别在过道里堆放杂物. Oh no. Okay. 会影响通行. 过道. No, this is like a hallway or something like this, right? Passageway, corridor, aisle. Yeah, 过道. Like on a plane, maybe. Okay. Yeah. 过道. So the 过 here represents the ability to connect or pass through, that sort of thing. All right. 过道. Oh, that was what I thought it meant, but here it's designed for people to walk through. So like these things. All right. 果断. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's these characters, but 果断 refers to someone acting decisively. 果断. Firm, decisive. So it's an adjective describing someone's actions or decisions, etc. 他果断地拒绝了对方提出的不合理要求. So he decisively rejected 对方 counterpart. Yeah, unclear who that refers to, but maybe in business. The proposed unreasonable 要求 requirements. 国防, so 国 is country, or in this case, national. And 防 is 防御, defenses, so national defense. 加强国防建设是维护国家安全的重要保障. No, 保障, sorry, 保障. Yeah, national defenses, not a problem. 过关, so this is to pass. 关 is short for 关口, right? 过关 is to get through some kind of, so literally to pass through a pass, but I think it means like up to scratch or something like this. So literally crossing a barrier, but this one. 他终于通过了驾照考试的最后一道关. So 通过一道关. Alright. Yeah, so 过关. We need it by itself though, don't we? 告关. What's this? 告关斩将. 斩将. No, let's move on. 过关. Okay. 一路过关斩. All right. Apparently this is quite important though. 曾有过关于剽窃的指控. So he was able to overcome accusations of plagiarism. Yeah, 剽窃. Also 抄袭 is the other one. 抄袭, 剽窃. I'm not quite sure the difference. Accusations of plagiarism. He kind of surmounted them though. There were, and he surmounted them. All right. 过关. 通过关口, 比喻达到一定的标准和要求. Yeah, so you're reaching a standard or requirement. Yeah. All right. 国徽. 徽 is a fairly rare character. It refers to an emblem. So this is a national emblem. So if I put it in here, I'm going to find the Chinese national emblem. All right. So different countries have different national emblems. If I put in Australia, 国徽. Yeah, this is the Australian national emblem on my passport. I don't have my passport at hand, but you may recognize some things on this. This is a kangaroo and this is an emu. All right, and so on. 国徽, national emblem of the PRC. All right, but also in general, national coat of arms. Okay. 法庭正中悬挂着庄严的国徽. So 法庭 is a courtroom. They're sort of hanging up. What is this? 庄严. A dignified national emblem. I don't know why they're putting this here, but yeah. 国徽. So you see this. I don't know, you see it as you walk around China, it's quite common. 国徽. 过奖. Yeah, so 奖 referring to prizes. 过奖, this is, it's kind of like 客套话 or something. Someone compliments you, you say, oh, 太过奖. 过奖. Yeah, it's kind of deflecting a compliment kind of thing. 您过奖了. 我的这儿的成绩不值一提. Yeah. You overpraise, but usually you counter this praise. Yeah, it's, I don't know, I don't really like this style of conversation. It's like, all right, so the flattery is fake, but you're countering the fake flattery with fake rejection of the flattery. And it's like, oh, all right. Can't people live more in reality? I don't know. Anyway, 过奖. What's the other one? 不敢当.不敢当. That's the other one. 不敢当. What else? Yeah. Basically, 过奖. In Chinese culture, you're not really meant to accept compliments and so on. And I'm aware of this. But at the same time, it's been my experience that if someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, 你的中文很好," and I'm kind of like, "Oh, come on." Like, it really feels so fake at my level because it's like the kind of thing you might say to a toddler. And it's like, I just say 谢谢 and quickly move on. And if I say, "Oh, 你过奖了," blah, blah, and just stick to the script. No, I don't want to stick to the script. I want to get off script as fast as possible. Yeah. So people tell me not to say 谢谢 because you're not meant to accept compliments in Chinese culture. And I just ignore it because I'm like, no, I'm going to just say 谢谢 and move on to something else. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to have this fake back and forth. Right? Anyway. 过境. Yeah, 境 refers to border or boundaries, such as the national boundaries and so on. 过境 would be to cross the aforementioned boundaries. Yeah. 这列火车在中途过境哈萨克斯坦的延误了。学延误了。So this is a train. This train crosses into Kazakhstan. So yeah, so 中途过境, so transiting through. Oh, it's passing through Kazakhstan. 学延误了. So it was delayed while transiting through Kazakhstan. Does it stop at Kazakhstan? Let's ask the AI. So in this example, does the train stop in Kazakhstan? So maybe, maybe not. But 过境. Oh, so this is not enter into the country, it's transit through a country. Ah. So we know the train enters into Kazakhstan. Oh, there's an H there. Kazakhstan. And leaves Kazakhstan. But it's unspecific as to whether or not it lets off passengers within Kazakhstan. All right. So 过境, that's transiting through. It is possible they can stop, the train stops, lets off passengers, but maybe not. At the same time, Kazakhstan is a huge country. I find it very hard to believe you can transit through Kazakhstan without stopping, but maybe. All right. So 入境, 入境 enter a country. 出境, 出境 exit a country. So these are so there's 入境, 出境 and 过境. Are there others? I'm not sure. So there's 入境, 出境 and 过境. 过境. Are there others? Are there others? 入境处, 出境处. 过境签 transit visa. 入境卡, 出境卡. Yeah, you fill these in some countries. 口岸, 关口, 海关, 边境. All right. 入境. 再入境. All right. So not really. Let's move on. I gotta try and finish this in 17 minutes. But at the same time, I don't want to skip anything important. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make 17 minutes. I'll have to just figure out what to do later on. 过量. Liang is quantity. So 过 here is excessive quantity. So it's overloaded. 饮酒过量会对肝脏造成严重损伤. So excessive alcohol consumption, yeah, hurts your liver. 过滤, this 滤 is a filter. So like a coffee filter or something like this, but it can be used figuratively as well. Like in English. 过滤, to pass through a filter. 降均, no. What? 降浑浊的河水. So take the murky river water, 过滤后, after it's passed through the filter, 就能得到相对干净的水. You can get relatively clean water. 过滤, you filter. All right, so it's passing through a filter. All right, 过滤, 滤 by itself is filter. 滤. Yeah, so the words like 滤除, like filter out. 滤除, what do you want to filter out? 滤除一锅汤, the first broth, all right, what it says. 滤除紫外线的眼镜. So these 眼镜, these glasses filter out UV rays. They're literally purple extra rays, extra purple rays. They're like ultraviolet lines. Yeah, you get the idea. All right. 国民, citizens of the country. 国民, I'm not sure what else to say. 提高国民素质是国家发展的长远大计. All right. Citizens. I don't think the rest is important. 过剩. I'm not sure. 剩 refers to something that is left over. 剩下的事情，剩下的东西。生产过剩导致商品积压，价格下跌。过剩。Excessive. So, all right. That's a word. Yeah, it's not in the dictionary. 过剩. I don't know. It just seems like you could just use 过多, but 过剩. So it's emphasizing like a warehouse or manufacturing plant or something has excessive output or something like this. So lots of it is left over. 过失. Yeah, we did this. We did 过错. 过错, very similar to 过失. If you ask me to tell the difference, I'm not sure. 这起事故是由于他的重大过失造成的. Alright, so his major lapse over the site, something like this, I guess. 过失. Yeah, maybe oversight is a better translation. 因疏忽而犯的错误. Yeah. 过失, yeah, it's oversight. Like, you're neglecting something and thereby causing a problem. 过失. 过头. Is it like turnover? 过头. Not sure. 玩笑开过头了. Yeah, it's 开过头了. I'm not sure what this means actually. So this is a verb used for 玩笑. 开过头了. Is it like once it's said, once the joke is said, 很容易伤害朋友的感情. 过头. Oh no, it's excessive jokes. You can hurt people's feelings. All right, 过头. 过头. Okay, so it's defined as 超过限度 or 过分. 过分, yeah, so it's excessive, in this case, jokes or something like that. 过头,过分, very similar. All right, let's continue. 国土, literally country dirt. Yeah, it refers to this territory belonging to a certain country. Nation's land, etc. 捍卫没存国土是军人的神圣职责。So protecting every inch of national land is the sacred duty of soldiers. 过往, yeah, this is just the past, is it not? The past, 过往. Okay, in the past this. Maybe there are other, yeah, there is this usage. All right. 请不要过多的纠结于过往的错误. Yeah, past mistakes. That's what I usually encounter it as. Yeah, the dictionary prefers the other definitions though. 过往车辆. So these are cars that are coming and going, or vehicles that are coming and going. 根据过往经验. What's that? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so it's past experience. Here, okay, so vehicles that are coming and froing. 过往的人群, 过往车辆. All right, so in here it is vehicles that are going in both directions kind of thing. All right. All right. 过问. 过问. This is one of the it's like inquire. 过问. No, it is just to ask a question. 过问. When is it used as opposed to the other 5 or 6 different words for to ask? 过问. Oh, it's not that at all. Okay. 这件事由他全权负责 complete authority. 我无权过问 I have no authority to get involved in something. All right, maybe it started off as question someone's decision and now it's get involved in. 过问. All right, I'll look it up. Yeah, the dictionary says 参与其事, 参加意见. Yeah, it's what it says in the English one. 过问. This one's a little tricky. 过问. 这件事你就不必过问了. All right. 谁给你权利过问我所有的事了? All right. 你无权过问我邀请谁参与聚会? So this is a lot stronger. The sentiment here is a bit stronger than I was expecting. Maybe I need to actually study this a bit more carefully than I have time to do in this video. 过问. 过问. All right. 国务卿. Sorry. 国务院. 国务院. What is 国务院? This is no, 国务卿. This is, what is this one? 国务卿 is Secretary of State. So 国务院 is the state, or maybe it's the department the Secretary of State runs or something like this. State Department. Oh, okay, this is why I don't know. Maybe we don't have it in Australia. 国务院. State Department in USA, State Council in China. All right. 国务院近日发布了一项新的节能政策. Okay, so are these the people who make laws? I'm not sure. Okay, but recently published a new energy saving policy. I don't know. What does the State Department do? It's very vague, isn't it? Anyway. 国学. 国学. Is this demographics? I'm not sure. No. 国学. Imperial College says Chinese national culture. This is not obvious for me to me at all. 国学. Oh, sorry. 国学. Yeah, when I'm pausing, I'm just like going through, making sure I haven't missed anything. 国学. 名词，就是称研究我国古代的学问，包括哲学、历史学、考古学、文学、语言学等。Yeah, so it's a kind of something like this. But it's almost like what history was called in the past, the historical name for history. Yeah, history, but also like a very broad range of academic subjects. 国学，他在大学里主修国学，主修。Alright, I did not know this word. How can I not know this word? Major in. 主修. Yeah, where you're normally taught to use 是 pla 专业的. Yeah, 主修国学 is so much more succinct. I'm going to make a note. Yeah, I kind of find this word more worth learning than this word, hey? 主修. Okay, 国学. It's a word. Let's move on. I don't expect it to need that one. 过瘾. Yeah, 过瘾 is satisfying in the sense of satisfying a craving. Maybe, maybe you've been anxiously waiting for the last episode of The Boys to be broadcast. And when it arrives, maybe you're very satisfied, or maybe you're not all that satisfied. 过瘾. Satisfy a craving. Yeah. 这瓶冰镇啤酒喝得真过瘾. So this ice cold beer really hit the spot, kind of thing. 真过瘾. Yeah, often in this phrase, 真过瘾. Alright. 过硬. So I presume this means excessively hard. 过硬. It could refer to someone's personality, but I'm not sure. 过硬. Oh, wasn't expecting that. 他的专业技术非常过硬，能解决各种难题。过硬 OK， 经过的其严格的考验和试验。Alright, so this 过 has already passed. 硬 here represents difficult tests and challenges and examination and scrutiny and so on. So 过硬. Alright. So it's passed heavy tests. Alright. Kind of logical. Alright. 国有. 国有 refers to something that is nationalized, nationally owned, as opposed to 私有, privately owned, and 共有, publicly owned. Jointly owned. All right. Anyway, 国有, nationalized, yeah. They're like railways or something like this, depending on what your country does. 这家企业原是国有性质，后来改制为私营。Okay, so some enterprise was originally nationalized, 性质. I don't know why it's this, but 私营, so privately operated, privately owned and operated. All right. 国珍, I don't know. I don't know. 国, we saw it in 果断, 真, it could be naive, no, it could be a lot of things. 天气预报说今天有雨，果真下雨就下起来了。Okay, so this is like as expected. All right. 果真. Yeah, the dictionary says 果然真的. All right, 果然 is the usual one. 果然是他回来了. All right. Sorry, 果真是他回来了. Okay, so I think 果然. Know that there's a variant of 果然 as 果真. All right. That'll be all right. I don't recall ever encountering this. I've certainly encountered 果然 many times over. 果然 many times over. 果真. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have time to go through all this in detail. I gotta go a minute ago. All right. 古朴. Ancient 朴 is unadorned. Simple unadorned. So of architecture art. All right. 这座小镇保留着许多古朴的明清建筑. All right. 古朴. Yeah. The thing is, the English here doesn't imply the 古, but the dictionary definition implies 古. All right. Yeah. 质朴而有古代的风格. That's got some kind of like ancient feeling or style about it. 古朴. Okay. 古朴大方, 风格古朴. All right. All right, we have to call it a video. I need to go to the movies and go see Zhongkui. Hope it's a good movie. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and go see Zhongkui at the movies, at cinemas. And I will see you in subsequent videos. TTFN.